Hi friends, thanks for joining me today. So in today's card tutorial, we're going to be making a fun fold, and I'm going to be using the Winterly Treetop stamps and dies, and also the Nest of Winter DSP. This is on low inventory, so if you'd like to purchase it, get it while you can. The good news is that it's not on the last chance list. So if it is on low inventory and it does go out of stock, chances are it may come back, but it may not, because I think it might have been an online exclusive. So who knows? You never know. So as I mentioned, we are making a fun fold, and I don't have the measurements for you, but if you're interested in the measurements, when you sign up for my newsletter and become a subscriber, I do share the measurements and the product that I used in a email, in a newsletter, and that goes out on the Wednesday after my video goes live. So the fun fold is very easy, and basically what you do is you're starting out with your basic cardstock, which I think this measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches. Then you're going to cut off this piece, which is 3 inches. So that's the first part, and then we have parts and pieces, our DSP, that we have here. So let me start putting this together. As I mentioned, I am using the Nests of Winter Designer Series paper. And the nice thing about this paper, look at those birds. They're kind of cute, aren't they? I don't like birds. You'll know that. You all know that I am not a bird person, but as long as they're on paper, we're okay. Plus, they're kind of cute. As a kid, I never liked them. And my family used to make fun of me and would tease me with like bird things all the time. I had this one family who actually had birds, and whenever we went to visit them, they had 3 boys. The boys would just really enjoy taking the bird out of the cage and just scaring me with it. Oh, it was just awful experience. Did not like that one bit. All right, so we just put that piece down. Next, I'm going to put this piece on the outside. This card does go together very quickly. Of course, I had all the pieces cut up, but it is a fairly easy card to make, though. So we'll put this here, and we'll leave a little bit of space around. Okay, next I'm going to put this down, and if you give me a second, let me put this down, then I will show you what I have left of the designer paper, which isn't very much. So we're going to put that down, and I'm making a birthday card because I recently was looking for birthday cards and I noticed I ran out of them. Can you believe that? So we're doing that. This piece then is going to go right there, about centered. So, and I want to make sure that I'm just putting adhesive on this part here. So what I like to do is flip the card this way, and then I'm just going to add a bit of adhesive on this portion, making sure that I'm in my camera, and I'm not, so I apologize. All right, let's go back. So we're gonna put it on that portion there and just center that up again. That. So I hope Santa was good to you this year. I have everything I needed, so I really did not, you know, my husband and son kept asking me, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? And I was like, you know what? I don't really want anything. I told my son, I have a funny story. I said, you know what, Andrew? I want you to clean your bedroom. I said, that's what I want for Christmas. You to clean your bedroom. He keeps his door closed, thankfully, so it's just like a hot mess. He's got clothing all over the place. All over the place, as boys probably normally do, right? Okay, so I'm going to do a little stamping on this one piece, I think. I just need a block. And we need our long block. And I'm using, let's see, we're going to use A Friend Like You Brings Me Happiness. By the way, this is the stamp set Winterly Treetops that I am using. And I'm also using the Winterly Treetop dies. I've got 2 of them out already. My birds that are right here, which I've die cut from the DSP. I die cut 2 little birds. So we'll decide which ones we want to use, which one we want to use. But I think I'm going to use this only because it has the pool party on there. Right? Yeah, I think that one's going to be better. But let me show you this one sheet of designer paper. So this is the paper, and you can cut out with the dies some of the birds. Actually, all these birds, because they're all the same. And then this one cuts out the red one. I love that it does that. I mean, it makes it so much easier for me. I don't have to worry about fussy cutting, right? Here, let me show you what I have left of the DSP, which isn't very much. So there's this one piece, and then when you flip it over, we've got some nice geometric patterns in Pool Party and basic white. And then this one here is kind of like a wood grain. And then we have some pussy willows there. This reminds me of bubbles. I don't know why, it just does. I don't know if that's what they are. And then we have some very colorful birds. So they're really cute, as long as they're on the paper. Unfortunately, the dies do not cut these birds out. I already tried it. And we have these with the pine boughs and the pines. Again, very cute. And the back side is striped and garden green. This one's the same. And then we have these little birds hiding in birch trees. Little tiny birds, very cute. And then the back side is you got some cute little birds hiding on the branches. See, I'm not sure what these little branches are though. And this one here, you can use half of it and just do like a fun fold with that. So that's really cool. And then the back side is what I'm using on my card today. So that's what I have left for that paper. All right, so going back to stamping, let's see. Let's use this one here, the one that says may all your wishes come true. And I'm also using Unbounded Love, the stamp set. It also comes with coordinating dies, but I'm not going to use those. Okay, so may all your wishes come true. That's this one right here. I'm gonna stamp color that I'm using. I guess I didn't need the bigger blocks. I thought I was going to do a different sentiment, but we're going to use this one. So we're going to pick that up with, and I know it's upside down, but don't worry, we'll flip it over. I'm using Pebbled Path. I hate it when I pick it up and it's off centered. Okay, so here we go. Picking it up. I'm using Pebbled Path. I'm going to ink that up. I'm going to just get a piece of scrap paper. sure I like the way that looks, and I do. We're just going to put that right there in the center, like so. Oh dear, that didn't come out good. All right, let's flip that over. Let's try that again. All right, this time we'll do even pressure. I guess I must have had it lifted a little bit. Perfect. And I could potentially go back and just stamp over that. Let's try it because it's a photopolymer stamp. We're not going to use this side anyway, so we're going to try it, see what it looks like. Came out messy. All right, we're not doing that. We got it, don't worry. Okay. And you know what, while we've got this out, let's do happy birthday. And I have a piece of scrap, so I'm going to stamp happy birthday just right here in the center, and then I'm probably going to cut this down. Good. All right, that is all the stamping. Move these dies out of the way. All right, let's put this on the inside. Now, when you're putting the inside piece in, you want to make sure that you can't see it. So we want to hide that. And glue. So we're just going to put this on the inside, and no one will know that I messed up on the one side because they can't see it. And what's nice about the Stampin' Up paper is that it's not transparent. You know, some of the whites I found are actually transparent. So what's nice about the Stampin' Up one is it's not transparent. So if you do mess up, you won't see it on the other side. All right, so that is that. Press that down. All right, there we go. So let me set that there. Actually, you know what? Let's put our little bird down. So I think I'm going with this little bird here, like so. And we're just going to adhere them flat. I've been trying to make my cards less bumpy with, I mean, dimensionals are great, but you know what? They add bulk to the envelope, especially when you're sending them out. And sometimes they get stuck in the those machines, the sorting machines, or whatever it is that they use, I guess, at the post office, because it gets to be a little too thick. So I've been trying to get them where they're not as thick. So I go easy on my dimensionals. But I still use them because they just really add more to a card. But like this, I'm going to put my sentiment, but I'm going to pop that up there. That's a little too big, a little bigger than I wanted it, but that's okay. Let's cut this down. We're going to trim this down. Just a bit. Go on an angle like that, and then we'll angle this side as well. Great. So we'll add dimensionals to this. And if you caught my last video, I'm going to use my sticky scissors. That's right, I have sticky scissors. So these are dedicated to cutting sticky things. Actually, you know what? I just realized that I used my ribbon scissors to cut paper. I don't know where my other scissors went. Probably left them someplace. I find that I need to have several pairs of scissors dedicated for different things. Let me know in the comments if you do the same. And we're using up the edges of our dimensionals. We have one more thing to do with this card. I'm going to add some linen thread to it. But before I do that, I need to color it. I think I'll put that right there. Okay, so let's set that aside. Get a piece of scrap paper. I have my blends here, and these come in a pack of 2. All the blends come in a pack of 2. This one is bronze and ivory, right? Yes, ivory and bronze. I'm going to use the bronze one. I already started coloring a little bit just to make sure I knew what color I wanted, but I think we'll do the bronze. I like that better. So I should have done this first because I wanted to dry some. But all you do is you just color onto your ribbon or your thread, and you want to give it a little bit of time to dry. I mean, you know, maybe like a minute, because it's alcohol. It does dry quicker than if it was water-based. So if it was water-based, I would have had to do this you know, like if you're using your inks or your Stampin' Write markers, you would have had to probably do this the night before, and it still might be wet. How do I know that? I've done it before, and I did it the night before, and then I went to stick them down and I noticed that they were still wet. So I hear my kitty cat. I don't know if he's in here trying to get out or if he's trying to get in. He's like meowing. My only male cat. All my other kitty cats are females. We have 5 cats in total that we rescued. They were living under our shed, and I finally brought them all inside. I had them all spayed except for the male because he's not friendly. And I don't mean that he's mean. He's just not, like, the girls are all friendly. They want you to pet them. But he's just so standoff. I guess more standoffish is more the word. Not that he's, you know, mean or anything like that. All right, so I just want to make sure that I got the whole thing. So see how easy that was? And this will lighten up a little bit because if you notice, you may not pick it up, but I had done this earlier and it did lighten up a bit compared to what I just did now. So okay, that's done. And I did use the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. This comes in a pack of 5, and it has this is white, black, ivory, crumb cake, and another color that I don't remember off the top of my head. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this around twice. And we're going to make like a double bow. Okay, so I will probably fast forward through this because you don't want to watch me doing this, I'm sure. I might struggle, I might not. It may come out good, it may not come out good. All right, so there we go. Wasn't too bad. I'll use my ribbon scissors to cut the thread. Give it a little haircut. And then we'll use a glue dot to adhere it. Put that there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm getting my glue dots. I've decided that I'm going to have these paper pumpkin glue dots forever because I've got so many of them that I will never have to buy a pack again. And why don't I use these for my paper pumpkins? Well, because I find it easier, you know, being a stamper who has a lot of things, to use my glue most of the time. So there. All right, we'll put that right here. And there you go. Play around with it a little bit. Get those little loose and curly. The bad thing about using the blends is that they do make your ribbon or your thread stiff. So here you go, friends. Such a cute card. Very quick and easy. And as I mentioned, if you'd like to get the tutorial with all the measurements, sign up for my newsletter, which I send one out every Wednesday with the tutorial, and on Fridays after my tip I also send one out with my tip. So friends, thanks for watching. Happy New Year. Can't wait to see what 2025 brings. I hope it's a healthy and happy one for you and a prosperous one. Thanks again for watching, friends. Until next time, bye-bye.